today now have to go eat some food first. And when you finish some food and maybe go big C, safe. Mom, she want to take this one later. She want to take off and you come home for sleeping. You understand?
I never understand. Yeah, look, today I'm going to talk a little bit about healthcare here in Thailand. Mum, yeah, yesterday morning she had a really bad toothache. And I've just had my final checkup with the doctor from my little kidney stone infection from about a month ago. So, where are we going, darling? You choose somewhere yet? What? You look very casual today. What's this? Really? Anyway, stick around and we'll have a bit of fun. Wow, it's the first traffic jam, darling, I've seen in Salaya for a long time. I think we have maybe an accident upstairs.
Yes, I think so. What do you think about have problem?
I think maybe accident. They have to do a U-turn here. There's 2 lanes to do a U-turn into the other.
But I think police check something.
Oh, you think police check?
No, I don't know. But you have to wait for.
We have to wait till we get over the crash.
You have to thinking about have to. Why too slow? What happened?
No idea. We want to go straight ahead, so. Yeah, it's a bit bizarre. Or maybe just doing some road work. There's a sign up there. Oh, I see. Okay. Because they make the new lane here.
Yes, make new lane.
And because you got 3 lanes converted to 2 in a space of 50 yards, and then nobody wants to give way to anybody. And there's a truck on the other side. There's a truck broken down on the other. That makes sense. And they've done the lane over here too, so crazy stuff. Yeah, organising sort of Thai traffic can be a bit of a challenge. Nobody gives way to anybody. Somebody asked me why we don't go and buy our shopping at Macro. Well, they have a pretty good range. But the one thing they don't know how to have is my dog, is my muffins. Anyway, we're coming up to a pedestrian, a level crossing up here. There's been a spate recently of level crossing accidents. It's again only Thailand. I think we should have shut down all level crossings in Australia back in the early 70s. They made a big effort to put bridges over everything, but they cost a lot of money. You know how it goes. They got gates and they got lights and everything else. They're terrible things to cross there.
Not fine.
Yeah, okay, we're over. No idea why she wanted to stop the 7-Eleven. We're just going to go have lunch. Why are you going to the 7-Eleven, darling? Crazy. Well, anyway, so we got friends of ours that can join us today, and that has just happened to spur of the moment. They just called Shania, "What are you doing today?" And she says, "We're just going to lunch." She says, "Can we join too?" Oh, okay. So Chai and Nan are coming along. So there we go. We have a bit of a party out here today. But getting onto the whole healthcare thing, I want to talk a little bit about that. As I said, my blood and urine, my tests yesterday came through as completely fixed up again. I've changed my diet back to using my special formula of Bragg's apple cider vinegar, honey and lemon. Plus, we had 2 weeks there of antibiotics to make sure it cleared up. You okay now, darling?
No, not okay, no have.
No have? What do you mean no have?
Yeah.
7-Eleven not have? What does 7-Eleven not have?
Yes, no have.
No have something?
Yep.
Really? You do say some strange things on the house, seriously.
Thailand only.
Thailand only.
He really stop.
I'm trying to work out the name. Kim Tio Chom Tong Salaya. Can't see it. These names, oh my god, they'll do your head and they really will.
โอเคงั้นฉันนั่งรอเธอก่อนแล้วกันข้างหน้าเนี่ย
They come now?
โอเคจ้ะ
How many? How long?
10 minutes
10 minutes?
I just wait in the car the people walk
10 นาที
Yeah
10 นาที
10 นาที
Okay.
Okay Good
Hey,
deal
we'll look outside anyway while we're waiting. Now I did see this on the map, and they got some pictures of this there. Got little looks like 5-inch gauge railway running around the place. How novel. Mind you, I had a weird sort of, child adulthood, like we had a 5-inch gauge railway running around our house in Australia as well. Long story, if you ever want to know about that one, I'll make a Patreon video and talk about it. But I really got no real photos or movies or anything to really sort of put on YouTube about that. I got a half a dozen photos that managed to sort of stave from the late 90s, It wasn't a big thing back then. But anyway, it's another story. Anyway, we're just going to wait here for, Chai and Nan so we can all eat together. But yeah, I was going to talk about the whole, health card. I'm really, cut a long story short, I really cannot fault the healthcare system here in Thailand. That's the main takeaway from this. So 3 visits for a kidney infection, basically kidney stones or something like that. Because I stopped taking my little, home remedy, the one that sort of has been, taken by people for hundreds and hundreds of years. I was saying this to the guys on Discord last night. It's amazing how the pharmaceutical industry want you to eat all these drugs that they create. Yet something as simple as Bragg's apple cider vinegar, which has been around for 100 years, and it was based on something that was a home remedy anyway, plus honey and lemon, can really work well. Not probably in all situations of kidney stones, but the ones that I have, it dissolves kidney stones. Well, I can only assume that it dissolves kidney stones because nothing passed and it's all gone. So, work that one out. Okay, I haven't gone in with a microscope or an exploratory sort of probe up my arse or anything else like that to find out what really went on, but the pain's gone. The upshot of the whole thing was the fact that she gave me some painkillers. NSAID, I think, is the thing, if I'll put it down the bottom more appropriately. And it's the first time I've actually had that particular painkiller. Painkillers here in Thailand are a real problem to get. Like anything in those sort of top-end painkillers like opioids and things like that, you simply just cannot get unless, of course, you've got some really dire situation going on. You cannot get them in pharmacies. Like the best you can get out of a pharmacy is paracetamol, or as they say, Tylenol. So if you want something a bit stronger than Tylenol, you basically have to go to see a doctor because they're the only ones who can prescribe them. Now the ones that I'm taking is it's a beta blocker, and it particularly blocks the pain receptors as opposed to the other types of receptors. Look, I'm no doctor, I'm no pharmacist, I really can't give you all the details. You'll have to look it up yourself, you know what I mean? But anyway, it's the first time I've had these. Now, the upshot of the whole thing was the fact that my arthritic pain, which I have every day. I got pain in the neck, well, apart from the fact that I got Shania living with me, but that'll get, she'll hit me for that one. My pain in my back, I've always had back pain. I had a sort of back injury when I was a kid. I used to do gymnastics, and I mistimed the landing on a trampoline and ended up in hospital for 4 weeks. So I've always had a back problem, and my feet now, of course, the arthritic pain in my feet. Well, taking this particular drug, that pain has completely subsided. So obviously on my final visit, managed to do the final check to make sure that there's no white blood cell count. She says, well, looks like it's all clear now. And I just said to her, well, I actually had that prepared as well. I did go in fully prepared with some Thai script, so that we didn't have any confusion about the situation, right? Because I'd done the research myself, and I said, well, what about a continuing prescription on this painkiller? Because it's really given me a better quality of life. She says, yeah, I can understand that. Then she said, basically, she's written me out something which I can now take to the pharmacy to buy over the counter, because they do carry them. But yeah, get the whole idea. Okay, what did I do? So that last visit, I think, was 1,610 baht. Out of that, it was only about 600 baht was the drugs that, which was the painkillers. And that was only 10 tablets, which is obviously 10 days worth of tablets. The rest of those are the hospital fees. Now, it brings up the other sort of subject is the fact that, I had a few sort of people sort of kicking the tyres on my OA visa thing, on this healthcare stuff. And McGowan, I did a video covering what I do for my OA visa extension, right? I've had the OA visa ever since I got it in Australia, and I've had really no reason to change it. When I first come here for 2 to 3 years, there was no health insurance requirement. Then they brought in a health insurance requirement for the OA visa, which, okay, I can understand. There was a lot of stuff going on. We had a lot of tourists coming over, ending up in hospital, right, and then walking out without paying the bill. You've got to also understand places like France and Russia and a few other places around the world, that's the sort of thing that they do, right? And when you've got tourists coming here, they feel that that's what they can do here as well, and they just walk out of the hospital. So they had a look at the situation and they said, well, the long stay OA visa recipients, we're going to insist that you have health insurance. So I took health insurance. I think it was like 8,000 baht. The health insurance I took, which gave me the required coverage, which was I think 400,000 inpatient and 40,000 outpatient is the coverage which was required on the visa. Well, I took something. That policy was like 8,500 baht a month. Oh, not a month, a year. And it seemed quite reasonable. And again, look at the policy. As long as I took it, when I signed, I think I signed up when I was 60 or something, or 59. I can't remember what day. Doesn't really matter. Right, but that coverage, as long as I continue that coverage with that insurance, which was FMG, they will insure me till I'm 100. But that brings out the whole question, doesn't it? Well, they brought that health insurance in for foreigners living in Thailand long stay. Now, the biggest tire-kicking thing that was going on in the video there was the fact that, why don't you get an O retirement visa? Well, yeah, that's an option. You can only get that in the country, right? But who's to say they don't change the rules for the O retirement visa on the same stipulation? And then, like if I'm on it and I'm in the country and they make that change and I'm 70 years old, which is pretty much the limit that they'll actually bring you into a health insurance coverage over here, well, you're going to be stuffed, aren't you? It's like, I don't know, people just don't have any logic anymore. I don't know what it is with the way people think and why they were talking about the health insurance when I was telling you what I go through for my extension. I'm not a visa expert, I just know what works. Anyway, here's our friends. Sawasdee krab. Sawasdee mai krab. You have the baby?
No.
No? She's not a baby. She's not a baby anymore. She's 4-year-old now. Oh my God. I can't believe that. Hey, Chai. Okay, honey, they come now.
Okay.
Get ready. Get ready. Turn. Oh, I have to turn the car off. I can also hear loud music actually in the restaurant, so I only get a little bits and pieces there. Anyway, I covered what I wanted to say about the health system. I've been totally impressed with that. Like each of those visits, like I'm in there for maybe 40 minutes to see the doctor. I think I've got some footage for the short, for the final there from yesterday when I was visiting. But it's a really good system. From what I remember in the health system in Australia, it is just really just so much more pleasant experience. And you got to check it out for yourself. Never be worried about health insurance or health care here in Thailand, because it really seems they just go over and above the call of duty. And the care that they give, just the people, the service. Really, it's amazing. ทำอะไร
ยืนน้องก็ได้ปวดดากเหลือเกิน
What?
เขาบอกอะไรนะพูดอีกทีที่อะไร
handsome
That's handsome.
เฟก
Oh boy, same me. Watch out the train, look left, look right. Okay, it's not 5-inch gauge, it's 7.5-inch gauge. That's something you don't see every day. But yeah, lovely looking restaurant here. We'll have a pin down below for you to check that out. Where you want to sit, darling? Yay, 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 yay. Sing, 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 sing. She told me we'd been here before. I do not recognise this place at all. Mind you, it's under new hands and it's got a new name, so maybe this big change has been made. So I do see they have my favourite on the menu. Chai and Nan. Latte yen. Good, sir. I'm good. They're just going to spend time choosing. I'm easy to choose food for. My coffee came first today. Yes. Cannot complain. Very good, very good. Number one. So it looks like me and Nan are driving today. She have water, have coffee, you have beer and have beer. Don't down. Don't down. Okay. So I must be number one parang today because I brought my food first. But yeah, you can only drink beer. They can only drink beer, okay. And the way meals work here in Thailand when you're doing a group like this is everybody will choose something from the menu. It all goes in the middle. And yeah, like this one here's lap tot. Yes? Lap tot. Lap tot, so it's lap, it's pork, but deep fried lap. Yummy. Alright. Oh, the train's going, darling. We have to take the train later, okay? I can eat? Alright? No. Looks like the train's come. Stop at the station.
Maybe later.
Maybe later we take the train. Now that's a spread, that's a meal. What's this one? Snakehead fish? What fish is this one? Bachon. No, I have to look that one up. Okay, bachon is snakehead fish, yes. It's actually quite good, you should try it. It's not snake, okay, it's a fish. Very, very good. Yes, that's a nice spread. 4 dishes, some rice, beer and yeah, coffee for me. As my Thai gets better, I must come back here and talk to the owner here and talk about the trains and share stories maybe. Look, Sarah, she's dancing, yes?
Do. So cute.
Okay, honey. Everybody finished now?
Finish for.
Eat food?
Yeah.
อิ่มแล้ว
Why?
You full?
Yeah.
You sure?
What you want?
We polish that lot up anyway.
แต่ในมาทักก็คือทักปกติคือ
โคตรมากโคตรมาก Come now, darling. I have to go catch a train. Quick. I have to go catch a train. Quick. Down here.
people visit
สถานีตรงไป
สถานีตรงไป
Where are you going now? Unfortunately, I don't know what the lunch cost today. I think we shouted them at lunch last time, so they've reciprocated. Farang not always pay, okay. It's a great idea for bring the kids out here. Bring the kids out here because like the kids will just love the train, and we're just big kids anyway. Good. place that is. Like, coming to Thailand, it's a family fair. So you bring the family. It's a great place. Definitely a kid's game, but like 60 baht, have a bit of fun. That's the whole idea. You come to Thailand, have some fun. Kun Mao, what are you tripping up and out? What?
For people.
Getting told to stand over here. Yeah, so like one of the things I'd like to add in there, like I believe King Rama IX had a fascination with these sort of model trains as well. He was into the 5-inch gauge like we were. Oh, there's water here. It's okay. I think dry here. Oi, 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 sinking in the grass. Yeah, it brings back memories of running around the yard, and we had a special place out in Galston where we ran our trains, which about had 1.2 kilometres of track, and quite a collection of you know, people like myself and older folk actually built them. We had 2 live steam locomotives and 5-inch gauge, and we had a petrol-driven one, so a diesel petrol style engine, and a battery-operated one like that one. So we had 4 locomotives, I think 4 rolling stock, and it was a lot of fun back in those days. Of course, they take a lot of work to keep them running, and like you have to get your boilers checked every year and everything else like that. That's another story for a long, long time. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little video I had today. I'm sorry it's a bit long, but it's the whole idea. When you're with friends, you just gotta have some fun. Okay, honey, say goodbye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you again. See you again. See you again. Okay.
It's on.
I want you to lift me up so high, a place that no